In manufacturing, I wanted to keep it separate because it used to be our major employer. International Harvester. 2000, it had 6,500 employees. We're down to less than 800 right now. This is the second concern I have in the long run, that we might lose them because of the competition of the world market. They're turning out 75 trucks a day. They're called a medium-duty truck, and this is an example of one, minus the wheels, because it's been abused a little bit, traveling with me. But seriously, they've been a good employer. How many people here have ever worked at International Harvester? Got one, two. Well, you know what it was. And you worked at the credit union. Good deal. So, we also have a second large automotive employer, not in Clark County, but it's up at Marysville, East Liberty, and Anna. Honda, Super America, or Honda. 1,000 Clark Countyans drive to a Honda plant every day. 1,000. That's more than we got working at all of International today. The water pumps for Honda cars are made in South Charleston by a company called Yamada North America. They're down to 300 employees. The good news is Honda just put a new Civic plant in Indiana, but they're going to use all of their sub-suppliers that are located here, like this company. They make the headrests for Honda cars in Northampton, a place called Everroll. That concludes our automotive. The next area I wanted to cover is farming. 100 years ago, we were about 80% farmers. Today, we're 1.5% farmers. But it still is a major industry. Clark County is the best example of a mix of industry and agriculture, and we are in the top 10 in the state of Ohio as far as agriculture. Let me show you some areas there. We've got 2 mega dairy farms in South Charleston area. They each milk 1,500 cows a day. It used to be you milk cows twice a day. They now do it 3 times, and the production from 1,500 head of cattle will fill a milk truck. The next time you're sitting at Bob Evans on First Street and McCrite, start counting the big tanker trucks that come into there. I'll talk about Ryder Dairy when I get to the food production. But all the milk from Mercer and Darke County comes to Clark County. Ironically, our 2 mega cattle farms goes to Covington, Kentucky. It's something called contracts. We do have the largest cattle farm east of the Mississippi River. Smithfield Farms has it right outside of South Charleston. 10,000 head of cattle every year are produced out of there. And they've got a very unique system ecologically where all the manure goes across the street to a company called Paycro and is packaged and sent out for your gardens to be fertilized. So it's a good example of agriculture. In the agriculture area, we're also known as a nursery. We've got Studebakers, which has over 200 employees out by New Carlisle. Scarf. We used to have Berry Hill. They just closed. You have south of town what used to be Ulrich's Greenhouse. It's now called Bell Nursery. And they are the on-time supplier for all nursery products for Home Depot in the Midwest, located right here in Springfield, Ohio. I would be remiss if I didn't cover one of our agricultural areas, the Clark County Fair. We're in the top 5 fairs in the state of Ohio, have over 100,000 people a year visit it, and we have the largest auction of animals, farm animals, in the state of Ohio, and 3rd largest in the United States after Elkhart, Indiana, and Modesto, California. How many of you have been to the county fair in the last few years? Good, got pretty good participation. Did you ever eat a pork chop, Judy?